The sky is empty over Texas. The sun is coming up. It's red and angry, like a wound that will not heal. In the desert, men build things they do not own. A man who says he's the future watches them from above. He's not a builder, he's a salesman. His name is Elon Musk. He's rich. This is what people know first. He's the richest. They call him a genius. They say he's self-made, but he's not self-made. His fortune was built on the backs of others. His father owned an emerald mine in apartheid South Africa. He came to America. He made companies that ran on government money. He took subsidies. He took grants. He took loans. He took handouts. Now he says the government is the enemy.
We're really just talking about adding common sense controls that should be present.
This is his story. It was early February.
Over 1,000 U.S. aid workers learned their jobs have been cut.
Thousands of employees at the U.S. Agency for International Development will be put on administrative leave overnight.
The halls of the United States Agency for International Development were silent. Then, they were not.
We dug into USAID. It became apparent that what we have here is not an apple with a worm in it, but we have actually just a bowl of worms.
The raid came quick and brutal. Armed agents moved in. Musk's men took over. Musk called USAID a criminal organization. He said it was beyond repair.
And USAID is a bowl of worms. Mm-hmm. There is no apple. And when there is no apple, you've just got to basically get rid of the whole thing.
He said the government was too big, too bloated. He said it needed to be efficient. He said he would fix it. He said a lot of things. This was not fixing. This was destruction. USAID is an agency that helps people. It sends food when there's famine. It sends medicine when there's disease. It rebuilds cities when there's war. It's not perfect. No government is perfect. But this was not about perfection. This was about power. Musk had been appointed to lead the Department of Government Efficiency. Doge, a joke name for a joke position, for a man who thought everything was a joke. His first order of business, eliminate U.S. aid. It was a move of arrogance. It was a move of hypocrisy. Musk says government is bad. Musk says government is wasteful. Musk says the free market is the answer. Musk is lying. His empire was built on government money. In 2015, reports showed that his companies, Tesla, SpaceX, Solar City, had taken $4.9 billion in government subsidies. That number has grown. Tesla took $1.3 billion from Nevada to build its Gigafactory. SpaceX has received billions in NASA contracts. It runs on them. Without them, it would be nothing. Tesla made millions selling carbon credits to other car manufacturers. This was government regulation at work. Tesla Energy overcharged solar customers to claim higher federal tax incentives. Musk calls himself a capitalist, but he's a parasite. He doesn't build wealth. He extracts it. He drains the system. He says he's against government, but his fortune depends on it. And now, he kills what he no longer needs. Musk is not a politician. He plays at being one. He buys influence. He buys power. He does not run for office. He doesn't need to. Politicians listen to him anyway. They need his money. They need his platform. He controls the world's digital town square. He owns Twitter. He calls it X now. It doesn't matter. It is the same. He says he is for free speech. He is not. He bans his critics. He amplifies those who serve his interests. He spreads conspiracies. He is a man who wants control, but does not want responsibility. The U.S. aid raid was a test, a warning, a message. Musk is not content to run companies. He wants more. He wants to shape the world in his image. He has already started. Musk sells the future. It is a good business. It keeps people looking forward. It keeps them from asking about the present. He promised a Cybertruck. It took years. It was worse than expected. He promised full self-driving. It never arrived. People died.
That a Tesla in self-driving mode started braking unexpectedly on the Bay Bridge, causing 8 cars to pile up.
2 people are dead in Texas after a driverless Tesla crashed into a tree.
He promised Mars colonies. There are none. Every time he falls short, he moves the goalposts. He tells his followers they are part of something big. He tells them the doubters are fools. He tells them the press is corrupt. He tells them that only he is telling the truth. It is a con, but it works. The cracks are showing. Tesla is struggling. SpaceX is losing government favor. Twitter is burning. Musk is lashing out. He's desperate. That is why he is attacking the government now. That is why he's gutting agencies. That is why he's trying to dismantle the very system that made him rich. He knows the grift cannot last forever. He is cashing out, but the damage is done. Musk was never a genius. He was never a visionary. He was a man with a lucky hand and a talent for self-promotion. He built an empire on government money. Now he burns government agencies to the ground. Somewhere, the next Musk is watching, taking notes, waiting. History repeats itself, and fools will always follow the loudest voice.